Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at an Affinity deck in Timeless format. So with Modern Horizon 3, we're getting a couple of new cards to this deck. So I want to show you guys an Affinity deck that works semi-decently at the moment, but with Modern Horizon 3 that's coming out, this deck might actually be playable in the future. So the three cards that we're going to be getting are Kappa Cannoneer. So this is a really insane card that's already available in Commander at the moment, but it's going to be coming to Modern Horizon 3, which is going to be available in Timeless. So it's a 6-mana 4/4 with Improvise. Basically, your artifact cards can tap for mana to cast this card. So you're going to want a lot of artifacts, obviously. So in this deck, we have Ornithopters, Moonsnare Prototype, Retrofitter Foundries, and Springleaf Drums as our 4-ups. That's going to help cheat this card out very early into the turns. And when it comes down, it's a 4/4 with Ward 4, so you're not going to be killing this anytime soon. And whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, this card is going to keep growing with the +1/+1 counter, and this card becomes unblockable for the turn. But what's really cool about this card is it says whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, not if you cast it. So we have some synergies here with Retrofitter. If you create a Thopter, you can make this grow on your turn, and you can also grow it on opponent's turn as well. Another card that this deck is going to be getting is called a Frogmere Enforcer. So as you can see, very similar to a Mirror Enforcer. It is a 7-mana 4/4 with Affinity for Artifact, but this has additional text. Prototype. You can pay 4 mana with 1 red, and you can also play this for the prototype cost, but as a smaller creature. But because it has Affinity for Artifacts, you can play it in the early turns. So what's really cool about this is if you don't have enough artifacts on the board, you can run this out to generate more Affinity for Artifacts for your future cards. So this is kind of like a bridge in a sense. And lastly, we have Ugin's Labyrinth. This is a land. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a colorless card with mana value 7 or greater from your hand. And when you do that, instead of generating just one colorless source, you can generate 2 instead. But that's only if a card is exiled with the Ugin's Labyrinth. And in later turns, if you really need that card back, you can return it to your owner's hand. So this card is just absolutely insane because you can exile Frogmere Enforcer to generate 2 mana, or you can even exile the Mirror Enforcer to generate extra mana. But as you can see, as of now, we don't have those powerhouses in the deck, and we're gonna see how this works in the Timeless format, and you can kind of judge for yourself what the deck is like now. Just kind of imagine how the deck might look like with these cards in it. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Nice. Okay, we keep that. Surely nothing will happen to this Ornithopter, right? Bubble, bubble. Now we just need an Affinity card. Halo Hopper, what a card. Next turn we can play this. Pretty good. Do they have an answer to this 4/4? Unholy Heat? Perhaps? Okay. Maybe they're trying to block it and bolt it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We're pretty far away from casting this Oko. Play with fire. Maybe they don't know what Retrofitter does. I feel like that's like the only way. Okay, another 4/4. I mean, they're taking a lot of damage. They are technically dead next turn. Searing Blood. Double Searing Blood. A lot of damage. Okay, they're dead. Even without showing the Oko, they're dead. Okay, fast first game. Let's have some swords, shall we? Let's have some swords. How are we feeling about Oko in this matchup? I mean, it gains us life. Gains us life. Maybe we cut Halo Hoppers. Try that. Okay, we got swords, drum, Moonsurf prototype. Mono. Probably just run out the prototype first. I should have probably played this one first, so that I don't take damage. Yeah, a bit of a misplay here. So we take the 2. They're dealing a lot of damage to us. I think we're dead. Yeah, I think we are technically dead. Never had any, like, early game threats, unfortunately. Maybe Halo Hopper isn't so bad. That's probably bad. That's probably bad. What about Spell Pierce? Let's just go. A bit fishy. I won't lie. Maybe we can get a Thopter? Thopter on top? That'd be really nice. Vortex? That's actually pretty annoying. That is really bad. I'm gonna go with Oko here.
Every tale about me is absolutely
Tax them a bit.
Welcome to the feast.
Double Vortex. Double Vortex. And they also go face. Ow. 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 If I make another token... I go Simulacrum. I think I have to try to survive. By actually healing up with the swords here. I think that's the only way. Please, one time. Just let me live. Just one time. That's a lot of rolling vortexes. My god. Wait! Opponent. You're not supposed to do that. I could switch with this. What is the play here? I'm gaining life, right? I mean, this is happening for sure. Oh my god. I think I won. Yeah, I think I won. That's a lot of life. Wow. Triple vortex. I feel like the affinity is almost there, but so hopefully like with Modern Horizon 3, this actually might be a real bag. Right now it's like a little bit, we're lacking like one or two like two affinity creatures, which is going to get solved in Modern Horizon 3, which is kind of cool. Ooh. One of these decks. It's one of these decks. I think a way to win this matchup is setting up a fat Metal Cyst and try to win that way. Our decks are pretty similar, right? We're both trying to like go tall very, very fast. Blast Zone. Kinda scary. Nettlesis was actually the right card that we needed to draw there. Okay, next turn. My opponent couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle the heat. So we have a problem. We have a problem. This deck isn't very good against their deck. We don't have an Ashock in the sideboard. Let's have like 2 swords in. Maybe even 4. Actually good hand. Actually good hand. With the double metallic rebuke. What's better? Moonsphere prototype here, or... Just playing out the Moonsphere prototype here is actually better. They went for a Surveil Lamp. Oh, that's because they can just play it out. I see. I see, I see. I don't think we can play that, right? Both tap. Yeah, I don't think we can play the Retrofitter. I mean, this is the most obvious metallic rebuke. Okay. It looks like we do have metallic rebuke here. This one. Buffalo. Improvise. I don't think we're making a 4-4. I think we sit back with these flyers so we can attack in future turns. Drop this. And then we pass again. We pass again. We pass again. I think we can have 1-4-4, right? Swords. Simulacrum. Attack, attack. Okay, we pass. Craterhoof Behemoth. That's a scary card. And opponent surrenders. We got a bit lucky there. We got a bit lucky with the double Metallic Rebuke draws. Ooh, I mean, it's... Is this gonna be fast? Okay, this might be wrong, but I'm gonna try it. It's just because I have 2 Dark Citadels with the Mirror Enforcer that I'm... Yeah, I want to try it. We could also draw an Ornithopter as well, right? Then we can go Halo Hopper. Okay, goodbye, Simulacrum. Nice knowing you. Feels bad, though. Wow. Okay, we got a Halo Hopper. Could have also waited. They already took a lot of damage. Why did they hit base? Oh, it's a Scourge deck. I see. I see, I see. They have another bolt? Pretty annoying. Yeah, I actually can't attack anymore. If they have another bolt, I can't attack. I think they do. I need to draw something big. Like an Oko, for instance. Dark Ritual? What? Well, my opponent didn't use a lightning bolt last turn. Yeah. We just pass. Any Okos or Thought Monitors or Simulacrum Synthesis? A lot of cards there. Lots of cards. We're just not drawing the right cards here. think the double Dotsies lost us this game. It was too much. Yeah, look. They had a lightning bolt the whole time. We had a decently strong start, but we flooded towards the end. We drew a bunch of Ornithopters and lands, which didn't really accomplish much. Which is a huge, huge, huge shame. But I think we are actually kind of favored. I don't know how many artifact hates they have in their sideboard, but if they don't have more than 2, I think we can get away with it. Because our cards are going to be, like, massively huge. We just got unlucky there. Like, we just drew nothing towards the end. That took a long time. Just to play out the Deathray Shaman? Okay, we draw land. I think we just retrofit and pass, right? The opponent currently has a surgical in their hand. That's why each of the turns are taking this long. Roxa. Another artifact land. I think we just go Oko. Yeah, I think we just go Oko.
The brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out alive. One bite, and all your cares are
And pass?
gone.
Lightning bolt on that is really good for me. Wow, they had an unholy heat. Input that shadow. Into a shadow. Well, let's hope my opponent doesn't have a Bowmaster because this is my last resort. Seems like they do. Congratulations. You have won the game. Why can't I respond? I couldn't respond to the Bowmaster trigger so that I can float mana to play the Springleaf Drum. Game? Bugged much? Buggy game? He might still win. Let's see. Nettle Cyst. Yeah, we might still be able to win. Because here we're gonna be making a top a 1-1. And then we can go another. I mean, it depends. I mean, I do have a food as well. Yeah, a little bit of misplay from our opponent there. They just took their only land. Now they're desperate, I guess. So I attack with the 12-12. They block. I mean, they have to block here. Eat the food. They gotta block. Hopefully they didn't top deck a bolt. Then I'd be pretty sad. Wow, they just top decked the bolt. GG's. Playing against the Loris deck. Oh man. Surely we're not gonna draw more lands, right? This might be a pretty bad keep, but the fact that we have a double artifact lands and just enough lands to cast Oko. Like if we just get one playable card, then we can leave up like Metallic Rebukes, things like that, but man, we didn't get there. No, stop drawing lands. Okay. Bad start. Bad start. Should I counter this? I think I might actually counter this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna counter this one. I feel like this is a pretty good counter. Like, I'm not doing anything. Makes their hand pretty bad. Just need, like, a few more artifacts to get Oko and Metallic Rebuke down at the same time. Yeah, next turn. Next turn, we try to get Oko down. We'll try to get the Oko down here. Ornithopter. Cast the Oko. Mana drain. Rebuke that.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me.
Nice. We got there. We're gonna want some spell pierce, but I think that's about it. Go down on 2 copies of Halo Hopper and call it a day. No, it's a tap land. Are you kidding me? The turn 1 retrofitter dream. I think it's just too good. I think his hand is too good, even though we have a tap land. We're gonna draw one, right? We're gonna draw an untap land here. We're gonna draw an untap land and we're gonna win the game. Let's go. Give me an untapped. Okay, it didn't matter anyways. Nice. Very nice. So now we have a Metallic Rebuke. I think we care about that card because we have a Thought Monitor. Nice. It still costs 4 mana. Now we really don't care about the Ornithopter too much. We gotta see some artifact cards. Also, you don't see these Thought Seizes too much as well from the mirror control. Are they about to tap out? Wow. They actually tapped out. So if I top deck any of our 3-mana bombs, we could just win the game here. Or even an untapped land. This one also works as well. No freaking way. Wow. They brought us Stern Scolding just for Ornithopter and Thought Monitor. Kind of insane. Yeah, that's kind of insane. Giganta to our hand. Sure.
Another piece.
Let's go to the next game. There were so many times where we could have just won. Yeah. Unfortunate. There were some critical turns where we could have just won there, but... Metallic Rebuke was a very good draw. Especially if we get a land next turn. So for example, if I make a Retrofitter token here, and I draw a land, and if they, you know... So if they flash in Orcish Bowmaster, they could lose the game here. My opponent doesn't. They let it go. Go for another Surveil. Land would have been so good. Come on, we just need a land, and we're good. We just need one land, and we're good. You know what? Springleaf Drum, I'll take that. I'll take that any other day. We'll Spell Pierce this. Okay. So, I guess if we just Metallic Rebuke here, we, you know, kind of win the game. That is if they counter this, then we can Oko, and then... Ooh, they have a Mystical Dispute, though. So they could have another counter spell.
I'm always
Right? If they have another counter spell, we might lose the game. I'm kind of hoping they don't. And it's just, like a Fatal Push.
Brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out lies.
I do think it's just a Fatal Push. What should I do? What should I do? I think I just want to attack and then make a food token.
You don't know the whole story.
Welcome to the feast. Let fire rage within your heart. Oh, trust me, you
I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know Tybalt could steal an artifact. So that's kind of bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad.
This is an interesting
Artifact land. Simulacrum. Do I want a Nettle Cyst? Not really. I could steal the Bowmaster here. But I think we just make this into a food and then attack.
I invite you to change your ways. Make no mistake.
Okay, Fatal Push was a good draw.
What am I?
We're gonna try to take the Bowmaster here with the Oko. The Fatal Push. Thoughtseize. Good draw. Moon Snare Prototype. Or I can make Darksteel Citadel into a 3/3. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Let's give them a Springleaf Drum.
Fairness? What a bizarre experience.
Let's try attacking the Tybalt. Tybalt is dead. Fantastic. And pass. They can't really plus at the moment with the Jace. My opponent makes a servo. So they had another Bowmaster in hand. Okay, I think make that into a 3/3.
Let's broaden your existence.
What a difficult game. Interesting, they let it die?
I.
My opponent lets it die. Okay, if I play this, Oko is in kind of a danger, so I guess I can't. Block, block, block. Another land. Let's see. Food token.
It's not poisoned. Trust me.
Attack, attack. Actually, let's just attack with this. Quite the predicament here. I can't play the stall monitor. I think we have to elk the retrofitter somehow. I should have played this. Yeah. It's not good. My opponent's getting away with it because they got a retrofitter out of a Tybalt.
So hostile to the truth.
Yeah, I think we have to elk the retrofitter here. Another Mirror Enforcer. That's actually really good. This was a good draw. Okay, let's make that into a 3/3.
I invite
That's
you
good.
to change your ways.
We have officially won the game. Oh my god, you're so annoying. You're so annoying. Are they gonna tap out?
So it's a game you're interested in.
Okay. Navigating a pretty difficult game here. Top third was a great draw.
Welcome to the feast.
Attack. We have a clock. A Bowmaster.
I'll think up a fun fate for you.
Another Jace.
For now, I must step out of the shadows.
I should have brought a Tormod's Crypt. I think if we lose this one, it's probably because I didn't bring a Tormod's Crypt. Yeah. Another Thopter. Make that into a 3/3.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think we just ignore Jace. We try to ignore Jace. Nice. Very nice. What a game. That was a tough game. I think I shouldn't have also given them a turn with Dolores. I just kind of forgot about this card. Okay, so I already played a version of an Affinity deck last time, and it was okay. This one, on the other hand, was a tiny bit better, playing the Halo Hopper. I felt like, because we were playing like a 19 land deck without any like brainstorms or anything, having early artifact creature like this is actually really good. Especially because we don't have a lot of the Affinity cards in this format. However, we are getting a bunch of Affinity cards with Modern Horizon 3. There's a Kappa coming out, which is going to be absolutely insane in this deck. And we're also going to get another Affinity card that can come out a little bit early. The problem with that card is it's in red. So you do have to splash red, which is, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because the problem right now is because this deck only plays Ornithopter as our 0-mana card, we don't have a Memnite in this format. So Springleaf Drum, we don't have that additional 0-mana card to generate a red source. So I think that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But for sure, these two cards are going to change this deck for the better. And there's also the land that's coming out. You can exile 7-mana card, which this deck has Mirror Enforcer and the other Affinity card we're getting. So that's also going to accelerate how fast this deck generate a bunch of these gigantic creatures from Simulacrum. But for now, from the games that you've seen, Oko is a freaking house. Like, even though it's a Planeswalker, because it generates a food token, which is an artifact card, it synergizes very well with Affinity. So that's why I'm saying when a deck requires a green and a blue, right, already, splashing red might be a little bit hard. But then again, we were playing with Swords to Plowshares, and it was okay. It was okay. So maybe it's gonna be fine. So yeah. I mean, I played this deck for fun. So if you're trying to climb the ladder, I wouldn't suggest something like this. But if you're trying to have fun, and if you want to try Affinity, I think this deck can get you some wins. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.